Despite immense challenges, our ancestors did so much for us and those yet to come. In December of 2024, the American Indian Community Housing Organization brought 4 first language and 4 second language Ojibwe speakers together. This 5-part video series shares our collective Anishinaabe stories, cultural teachings, and ceremonies. Join us as we learn.
Bonjour, Naawakwe in the Gug, Ginawago, Gana Wabandanawa, Aaniin Danaa.
Ja, meer is een kaardig. Aaniin Danaa, Gema Geda is een kaardig. Hoezo kunnen we die baga bouwen in de Genekaz? Minawa en Digug Niib. Manchwinawa is een Genekaz wagwen.
Monjitak. Aaniin is in the Kazieg.
Aaniin is een Kazieg. Oh.
Nimenwen Damen Ganawabanda Meg Aaniin Danaa.
Gema Ge Aaniin Apadik.
So I'm Naawakwe, this is Niib, and we're glad you all are watching Aaniin Danaa.
Gema Ge Aaniin Apadik.
Mia.
Aaniin is Yayan.
How am I doing? Get nugget we get Kanda Nisha Yayan.
Apadik. Gema Gedakid Niminua.
Aaniin Danaa Ginisha Yayan.
Oh, and then Jika Manje. Gay Niminwendan de Baamaguyan da Ojibwemong.
Padig. Get day boy. Well, I'm glad that you're doing so good, Niib.
Gay Gakina Ginawa. Gigawundism. Abjatuyeg Ojibwemong apane.
Oh, Migo Gege, G'day boy.
Giwa Takamegung, Wide Agama King, Bungi Ningatashindan.
And now we're going to share what's happening with some things around the world.
Akawinan Tambangi, Nui Tashindan, Aaniin Nakamagak, Giwa Ta King, Giwa Takamegung. Wide da Shagaming, Gayabe, Mi Gadewag. Beba Khan and Guje, the Sidewag, Gay Gagwad the Get Tuwag, Be Mada Zijigawide.
Bakadewag,
Bakadewag, Manuj, Maja Sewag, Opatakwashkan Awan, Maja Sewan, the Wide Me Guarding. A Pegish.
Seems there's always fighting going on somewhere in the world, and like you said, hopefully it all ends soon.
A Pegish, no watch, Gego when a Jishing, in a Shawebak Aaniin and a Shawebak and Guje, Giwa Ta Kamegung. Kakina be Mada Zijigay be Mada Zimagakan. Then we do Kadewag. The Ninga Zosig. Goon, Minawa, Mekwam. Pitche, Giwe Denung. Pitche Gay, Shawanung. Be Mama we. Ayamagak, Giwe Denung, Minawa Wade, my mama we. Ayamagak, Shawanung. No watch. Gedagashkitumen, de minik, the wiesen wapan, gay the wikujituing, we wene a pane the yamagak nibe banak. A pane the yamagak nibe bekanak. We now go de ningasud ao goon, mekwam. A pegas nagashkituing, the ate bishku, the ate bedoing yo ningasud ao goon, mekwam.
Well, you know, it's always good to hear some good news in the world and things that are happening. People helping one another, looking out for the bigger things in the world and all of that, all around the world, from one end of the earth to the other. That, you know, and also that, you know, everyone has a little bit more to eat and maybe even enough to eat and enough to drink. So it's always good to get good news, no matter what. Thanks for sharing that.
Ja, amigo magi wa taka magbigan show de chigasana magako de giveaway de no. Yun shigo at guy with the chigasana mag with the apajit shawanung. Higas na gigit gaskituing the ningazo sigo me kwamina goon.
Oh, kegusha bongi gui dashindamen Aaniin Kamagak mikana kominising.
Pegas na shke chimoko mane o gema na the magu is it a pane gayewin.
Oh, hapade. Oh, we go gigi. Oh, Sanungama bongi go giwi dashindamen Aaniin Kamagak Masa Nishinabe Waking.
Yeah. Nemen dage sago ma onagamising ningi nundam gege tuma onishishe je chige wa duma ejene kadeg eko. Logi kanawa anishinabe mwen chigana wen jigadeg. Mina shago and go no wachwage kanda muad anishinabe mwen Mima the kanda muad. Mia beje gwen jishing is a chige wad a be mada zide goma sanishinabe a king.
Oh. And in local news here on Anishinaabe King, there's an amazing event happening at AICHO, and that you all will get to see soon. It'll be available for everyone, and that's your local news here today.
Hige gaya ma meno chige wa goma anu kije goma eko. We do kawawa and go no wachwa wa meno bema desijig. Hige to nishishin homage chige wad. Na ashigo yo nishnabe muan gonna win the muaduma.
The staff at AICHO definitely are doing great things, helping out our fellow Anishinaabe, those who might be in need, those who want opportunities to learn, and they're also doing a lot for our language and for it to be taken care of. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Aaniin Danaa kagwajin.
Oh, bagisa ko nga de shindan Aaniin Danaa kagwajin. Gasina magad gasina magad kagwajin. Minawa bebun. Minawa go bangi gabe abe agwajin ganinga zosega ogun. No didn't go gay to Carson. We de kaya wen danamak with the giwe denong mina shama bagama. Je bagamane make dekag nuden. Me are gonna be trying to get sinag nungum in the beboom. We gonna gin men wendaman beboona kuna eyan.
Agaja etego Papana Madabayana in Diana Kana Wabandaman Mezanat Tasig.
Yes, okay, we were on visa coming Giju Tow again, that's my being.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Nina, na? Oh, naman wenda Nina Waaseyaa bindig. Good to bishku again. Waaseyaa bindig. Minago to bishku again. Ganawa bandama ne amazanate sig. Nana good to nung gishpan abawag naman wenda na gwajing a jayan. We weni bisa kuna ayan bebune babisi kawagan. Bebuno makazanan. Ninjakawanan. Wiwakwan. Gajuyag Gebudieg wasan. Yeah, I should have known the man bisa kuna ayan gwajing a jayan nibaboom.
Well, winter has definitely arrived here, and remember to put some warm clothes on while you're outside. Oh, we're going to naga nendaman gejichige amban megwago bebung.
Oh, that's not tamne we could Shuklaga nendago shinga oh goon. Me on a shanabe kidawag me sugar Gabe Buno kid Bidda Schweges Sidudio Wabishke Waboyan. Sugar dash Gianawag Mewisha and Shanabe de Getche Pitene Mawa Gabe Buno kid. Magasha Wene a dog Bagitchike Tamawan Wishkidago Shingo Gabe Buno kid al goon. Himage da Sema Kawawan. Majay tago wene da gagis the Kawawan. She mewisha hita se tawad a gwaching a benujiag he kana mawa the another nasawawad no gunan.
Gego onadana ke now goon man.
Papa Dix. Aaniin Danaa. Skeda shigo gai shushkwada ewag nujgo babame bezoag guna dabaning agamewag ni sandawe bime bezoag what Jiwang and Goje Nisaki we Bezoad Gemage Shushkudaba.
Oh,
Nujgo Gego da Mashago we we Banabi and Nujigi going with. We would the old Baguneangil Mekom wood and Goje Zagaiganin. We should have the Gwe Nujapan and they'll gigwin. Marsha go gay, he's been the Talmud, the we the good Mawan and now Wabuzun. Me, I know it's Chigewad, not a good in the beboon.
Kegushana gingosha neta zuke wenini.
Oh, yeah,
Now, megwago bebong. Gema gay. Kiwi shawde atsu kewening.
Oh, Gege, we are Chigewad, not a good Nuna, we are Neta, the Zuke, the Bea, the Zuke, Minago, Hanan, Ayawaga. Neta ada Zukajig Menashigo Menain Dagwit Guji Shang Obisin the Windwa Abacha Tua Onosa ada Zukanak Mia Gay Asiaman Wayne Dagwit.
Well, there's many things to do out there in the winter. As Niib talked about things he likes to do, things other people like to do, go skating, go sliding, or sledding, maybe you call it where you're from, but I don't know how to talk very good in English. So, but also, you know, there's there's all kinds of things to go out there and do. You might go ice fishing. You might go, maybe I don't really remember what else you said in Ojibwe there. My memory is fading me as it gets late in the evening. Maybe the cold is affecting me.
We bana biwa da megwa bepung go gairi bangi tishindan. Now I had to go buzenge mage shushku da banes. Anawego bangi tishima gabe buno kid. Go deba seg dashkango apje. Nuyana kanu tuzin buchkinawa gena waban dame go gada wikwichit tunawa no wach the can meg waban and go nashana beg Keaga shana duzu kewa gina tishima beba kan and go money too.
So there's a lot of things to do, and if you speak Ojibwe or you understand Ojibwe, you know everything that he already talked about. If not, wait, check it out on the translations tomorrow. Anyway, but also, we got to remember, you know, winter is a great time to go hear some of our living legends. Got a living legend sitting right here next to me. Gabo. And he's also one of our talented, they call them storytellers, and so winter is a great time to go do that. And I sure hope, you know, I get to hear my good friend here tell some legends as well, and everyone else will be lucky to do that. So, all right, there's our weather for today. Mikea, Aaniin Danaa.
Aaniin Danaa. Oda shetago da kid. Magaja go nane gutenong nengashketun bangi da adazukian. Nane go ngatche nene meduzosien. Metogo gaini neshiwi kwache tuyan bangina. Da debach moyan meashagape jiwad ngyo neshinabeg.
He's been in Andaman, Asia way book, Gwajing Zigwang. Aren't you in Andaman?
Oh, natamnan da nandam da nanagat the wandan. And a Zigwang. Meo de Bishku Ningizo al Boon. You know, Ningizo al Mekwam. Mira sugar and a Sagigamis Siwang. Zibe Wishan Manago no Sagaiganin. Mil ne tum ne nagad nagad the Wandaman and the Zigwang. Tigay go gay and the Zigwang Nana Goodenung Jawag and Gudje Nashanabeg and the Je. Money do it chigewa dabachawa no money do day way gonna wa when down our on and go nishanabe gashawad nime wad wagachigewa da bezinda mawad and nishanabe mawin wabamawad wija nishanabe wija nishanabe mawa wawika we abamawajin.
So yeah, looking at the weather in the spring and what it might be like, and you know, it starts to warm up, and the lakes start to, and the rivers start to thaw, and there's also those times where the water just starts to show as the ice begins to thaw and it starts to kind of flow out or come out there on the edges, and you know, there's that time of the year, people are going having their dances and are able to go to our ceremonial drums, and people go there and with their food and their offerings, and also to watch and meet up with each other. So that's going to be happening there in the springtime. No what's not good we doesn't that?
Bagi to go ishkam and abawaga Grabe ko bangin na good ng suge puso one. No, amigo apia wes kikame si gewad go na shinabig. Man wenda ni na kikame si geyang ni energy kwang. Kege to go na man wenda amigo shimeno kagoyan with the babai ayan and the je kikame si gang. Kege ma no chiki going way can go in a shinabig. You guys, you man went the more on and they were shit chiki. But the wawa, Marshai to go. The mom McClumbing will get you McClumbing. No chiki going way what. Now go no chiko guy kaya bakan and on a good enough with tigwab and the abit tumen. Way but not beyond me. And go man the dutchik going me show. The tigwab gashab at the tuyan, you know what's going away on. Kigay go ni po we a p and zigwang me I should gi kamawad yo ka kanu a mawandwa. Yes kabishku kabay niben. Geisha nueve wad.
So there's again many things that are due out there when the weather starts to turn to spring, and Anishinaabe go out and make sugar, maple sugar, and there's a lot to be made there, and a lot of work to be done, but also going out fishing and going after the fish in the springtime there as it weather begins to warm up and everything, and maybe you're setting a net, maybe you're spearing them, and as Niib said, maybe you're even using a bow and arrow and you're able to shoot a large fish there from your boat or maybe from the shore, like this guy probably would, and so yeah, that's some things that can be done in the when the weather begins to warm in the spring.
Aaniin Danaa. Aaniin apete kamig.
Niib, Aaniin geeshuwe bak niibing.
Oh, niibing gabi go we Waaseyaa. Never shagi kidwag mio money we Waase. Tibishku baba siganaman ishkishwada we Waas ateg minashigo bakwaja bidui now we Waas. Now go chige wad baba yayan wade megwayak megweko bode gwajing. Gedang wa menen the nabieg squash I go de the dunne egwa and go mayage ezegag and go ezegag okay ich bin der Kwamekwa na gute nun gechiak was so go wir in the so jayan with the megwayak megwekub Nanda wabam and go ezegag mayaga ezegag. You're gonna go it.
So as in late in the spring and as we move into the summer, things are getting warmer and everything like that, and in this early time, especially if you're going after some weegwa, some birch bark, and that time of the year when it's really more easily comes off the tree, but some of it still sticks on there a bit. Take your time with it. Anyway, what's important to remember is that those deer ticks that are out there, they carry this strange sickness that they might have with them, and you got to be really careful when you're going out in the brush and along the edges of the forest. You want to watch out for the mayagi eziga, the deer ticks, and take a look around in that when you've been out in the woods because you want to stay safe. That's your PSA for the day.
The Aaniin Danaa, ich bin der Komiker, eziga. Minawa go ene Zigwang ene Niibing Mia P Tibishku J Dagoshinu Gingil Benesewag. Heda Shine Dagoshinawad Benu Dagosewad Beme Ayawad Mia Tibishku Nachiwa El Agwajing Babai Anske Gemewan Gemage Chinuden Gemago Gay Again, Scabig is away, but Kiban, Niibing, Nachiwa. Amigo Gael. And then the Mekika, Kega Gifton with the Iron Saga, you know, the Chinachiwa with the Pedego, Tigong Saga. Amigo Gay Nigo Nishanabe, Kajana get the wind the Muad Aaniin Asia way, but we not sure Tibishku Nabe wag with this. I mean, Tibishku Nandawaba Mawad no Benes the one. Tibishku Gay Nanda Kana Mawad Aaniin Nana Quak. Nana Quak and Anna Quadun, Mirashka Chica Kanda Muad. Aaniin Gejitchigewad, and then Niibing Ganawaban the Muadel Gishik, Gishikung.
Yeah, I think it's important, you know, as Niib says here, it's important to also remember during that time, spring into summer, you know, those thunderbirds are coming back here, they're arriving back, and all of the things that they bring with them as they go about the earth, doing their work. But, you know, things can get, well, we need to make sure we're careful out there when those kinds of things are happening with the wind and the heavy rain and the lightning and all of those things. But those things are important, and as elders and Anishinaabe have known for a very long time, they're all a part of the way that the weather is out there in the world is because of those beings as well. And we remember them. We should always remember them. And they're as important as everything else. And so the clouds and all of those things are connected to the world, and we look to the skies in that oftentimes each day to consider what the weather might be like.
Peter Shinid the Guaging Ash. Ash in a comic is it? We are the Guaging. Me Tibishku Manomanike, Maja Shah, Nimi, Diwan, and Guji, and Shinabe, Maja Daja. Minago, and Ujigo, El Meajiging, and Guji, with the Mequakub, Mequayaka, Magasha, the Ba of Siganan, Awea, Tibishku, Wewene. Nanda wins again, Awea. Me sugar in a Gessinamaka and the Guaging ministry. Migo Mina, Weiba, the Bedagoshinga Algoon. Magaja, the dark kid. Aaniin
yeah, you know, like obviously when it turns into fall, weather starts to cool off, heading towards winter, as we talked about. And also there's, you know, that's the time when we go out and pick rice. It's a very important time as well. Also a time where we go out, you know, gathering and hunting and going after various different animals that might provide us with some food, and we stock up our food stores with that. And again, in the fall time, people are going over to the different ceremonial dances, drum dances that are happening during that time of the year. Yeah.
Kaya me aji kamuwa deo gachipe kwakwood.
We go gate.
Kaya ma kaya me go gachipe kwakwood deji kamuwa me go gungosag. Maga go winda mawa gani na pete kamaga.
Oh yeah.
Gi ba de the man. Mewansha, Gioshka Dagoshinawa, Dingo, Gaming, Wanja Bajig, Agi Basinda Wawan, and go Nishanabig, Midashka, and the Muad, the Bishku, Gungusag, and Wewig. Midashuga, in the Kanandwa, the Vikings, me and go Gungusag.
You know, really,
you're going to be a boppacy and a gungo sug. Chip a quackwood. Sugan Wamaga deal. A quackwood up to 12. Tungashkige wag, Benashigo, Ishpingaskatua, do the Batua, do the Yamagakeo. Okay, Amio, good Waswe, mean and Dwa, Bay should be a gunnin.
You know, Chigewa gonna know
Yeah, Chigewa Gungo Gungosag. Mishuga gonna be Shabajing, Bakina Gawad.
Oh.
Nishing the shade to go Bakina Wag. Numuncha in Gill, Wisconsin, when Jijig is in the cause of what Minashigo Numunti.
Gango que quem Kamaga with it, Wisconsin.
One's after they coming as you able to walk green and go.
Well, so I'm sure our producer's got an important call there they got to get. I'm sure it's something about how good the the Vikings are doing, probably calling in to say, hey, I want to place a bet on the Vikings winning it all this year. Oh, well, this guy here, wash me, hey, pretend, dog was it, wash me. And then dog is it out, Niib.
Aaniin Danaa. The Baja woman on my I don't know what's good. I got me a minute about the Baja woman, Gabana Gago. Game go eat the Shin down.
Yeah.
Targawan, the Jitawan, in the Tumbungi could do.
Skadeshgo Giabego Nishanabega Baga de Wayward. Is Master Nishanabe working? Oh, Mage. Giwe Taka. But Master Nishanabe working. We go gay. Mama Kade and Dagwa de Baga de Wayward.
He says that, today the Anishinaabe people on their lands and their areas and their territory, they still play what we call Bagad the Waywin in Ojibwe. Different places, it seems to be quite a sport today, huh? Aaniin Danaa.
Yeah, me go gay.
Bungi
go no watch me go gay, Mama Kade and Dagwood. He will go and Gish Pina go wheel Baga the way on. Giabe going gil Bayaga the way jig. Baga the way then go chair. Over there, Nishanabe working. Me over there, Papashko Minetagong, Nagacho and Angdana Kiwane. Me Masa, on a gamising, game age, Miss Albert Conga, Asian Atari. Me no go, over there, Mashkizibing, Nago Gae, Kakabe Kong, Jawan. Yeah, me so go yo, doesn't the man Baga the way. We opened the sea,
Bagado.
Oh, hi. English. Yeah.
Guy Kiddo, he also wanted to talk about, if there's any of you that are interested in playing the game, you can always find a place where it's being played. Like we're close to the Fond du Lac Reservation here. There's several different locations out there where they play. In the winter, ganun pindig da Jitaw. In the summer, in the winter, in the honey napitik. In the winter, they play inside, and he says there's many different places you can find it. There's a couple locations here in Winnegamising, Duluth. You can go to Bad River, other places, Bisquabic.
Gakabikong.
Gakabikung, yeah. You can go down to Minneapolis, St. Paul. You can find games all over. It's really becoming quite a popular sport, amongst Native people of all ages.
Amigo Gigi.
Yeah, you get to go Minway and Dagwit, Dajitang or Dajik Gade Gil Bagado.
And there's your sports for the day.
Yeah, me, we spot time. Minute to go nongum. De Bachimoyang nongum Mishuga de Minik. The ba Tibajigade Dasha O Bangi go Nui Kidaman the Aaniin
Migwe Chki Ganawabandameg, Aaniin Danaa, Angwamazig, Babayayeg, and Gojia with it.
Aaniin Danaa Ganawabandameg, Gema Gagadamek Quenda Nawa Aaniin Pedek Gay Genikade. Odash Nui Kid Gay, Squatch Ho Nui Kid. Pigish Ganigani Mewa. The way I am agak. Mayanadak, Chipetakush Kanziweg. We gay, the weekwitch tuyeg, che Ojibwemong yeg. Migwech bezindawi egg. Bezindawi young.
Aaniin Danaa.